Hey guys, how we doing? Welcome back to Bugle Bat Reps. I'm Paddy.
I'm Jamie.
And today we are playing a 2000 point of Warhammer 40k and
10th edition.
10th edition. It's here. It's our second battle report. So today we've got my Tyranids against Jamie's Knights.
Chaos
Knights. So the mission that we are playing is take and hold. So it's the hold 1 for 5, hold 2 for 10, hold more for an additional 5, bring it up to 15. The mission rule is chilling rain, so no additional rules. And then we've got search and destroy. So if you have a look now at the bottom of the screen somewhere, you have a map layout, what the table looks like. The terrain that we are using is glass hammer terrain. Then we've got one objective in each table quarter and then one objective in the middle. All of the ruins we're classing as obviously the ruins.
Yeah.
The templates that are going down in each deployment zone and one in the center are forests. And I think that's the only template that we're actually using. We're still using the glass hammer terrain setup as opposed to moving on to the GW stuff. And we'll continue that throughout. So we are trying out a couple of little house rules, which will be implemented into the tournament. So firstly, knights and aircraft, when it comes to ruins, they can't see through the bottom level. So the same as it was before with like the I2C rule, and I think it was, where you couldn't see through the bottom layer of the ruins, which doesn't matter much for glass hammer terrain because they all don't have windows on the bottom. The other thing as well is the two smaller ruins, the L shapes, and the next size up with like the little pillar in the middle. I'll show you, be easier. So we have this one here. We're using that height all the way around as 4 inches. So there's not going to be any argument of, oh, can I only move across here? Or are we classing out as that height throughout? No, that is all 4-inch height. So knights can still move over it. Then I think that's it really for the house rules I think that we're using. Martin's going to be out on the camera today because he's still gimpy with his Robocop leg. So yeah, that's about it for the board, the mission, and now we move on to what we're using. So what have you brought with you today, Jamie?
Chaos Knights. They seem to be the flavour at the minute. Chaos Knights, Imperial Knights.
They're pretty good.
I've had 3 or 4 games so far, and they've been fairly close, apart from the one that you and I played. I just put everything forward and said, let's see what the data cards do.
Yeah.
Would have been nice to make it past turn 3, but still. Yeah, so I've got Chaos Knights, and I'm bringing 2 big knights, 7 little knights at the moment. I'm sort of playing about with different lists. I think the sweet spot is going to be 3 big knights and little knights.
Yeah.
Toughness 12 is really hard to ignore right now, and the big knights are super cool.
Yeah.
I find it hard to decide which ones I want to take. So at the moment, I'm running an Abominant. He's got the Volkite Combustor, so devastating wounds, 9 shots. He is given the enhancement that allows him to battle shock at the start of a fight phase, I believe.
And that's within units within engagement range of him?
Yeah, within that 12-inch aura. Then I've been playing about with different desecrators, despoilers. I've gone back to the despoiler because I think the twin battle Gatling cannons are really, really strong with the twin dark flamers.
Oh, yeah.
Ruin Spear rocket pods on the top. He's just going to sit back. He's given an innate re-rolls of 1 to all the little dogs that are around him. It's quite strong. It is quite strong with the tower and being able to see through the ruins. Then we've got a Stalker. He's the only war dog that can be a character now.
Oh, nice.
Whereas a lot of the other war dogs can hit on 2s. The Stalker hits on 3s, but if you give him the enhancement, the Lord of Dread, I believe it's called, he can sit on an objective to start with, sticky that objective, and then run off of it. So that objective then becomes yours until the opponent takes control of it. And if you do happen to have somebody on it that's still OC, you get some extra benefit to your battle shock. I believe it reduces your leadership some more. And then we've got 4 Brigands. Absolutely love these guys at the minute. Hitting on 2s. melters, auto cannons. If you shoot the closest target, it's +1 AP. So they're still like they used to be, but they're hitting on 2s. Running all the little knights with havocs. I think it's really hard not to take the havocs now because you can't push your opponent below that save. Out of line of sight. It ignores cover. So at worst, I'm hitting on 3s with the havocs with the brigands most of the time. It's brilliant. Then we've got 2 carnivores. They're super strong. Again, hitting on 2s. They get into combat.
They are absolute trucks.
They are mulching up anything, and even just holding them back so that later on you can do the strat that allows 2 war dogs to walk through scenery as if it's not there. Oh my god, it's just brilliant.
Do they get to move through it as if it went there, or move like the
horizontally, straight through?
Oh wow, that's awesome. Nice.
Enemies, models, anything, just wham straight through it. So I've got to try a rampager because doing that with a rampager that's got advance and charge once per game, it's like here I come. And I think that's about it. So nice. two carnivores, 4 brigands, 1 stalker, abominant, and the double Gatling cannon despoiler.
So nice. So I mean, I played against you with your Chaos Knights, and also when I went to the Hellstorm Heat 3, I played against James, who came 3rd. He was using Chaos Knights. I lost that one. I did try doing a gambit, which would have brought it up to like a 3-point loss still for me, but I didn't manage to pull off a gambit. Still managed to max out my secondaries, because Nids just do that super well. But no, it was roughly about the same sort of list as what you've got now.
Did he take fixed or tactical?
He went tactical, only because a lot of people were just trying it out. Because for a lot of people, it was their first like few games that they've ever played of 8th, 10th. So they were just trying stuff out. Towards the end of the tournament, people were kind of getting settled into, you know what, actually, no, I'm going to play fixed, or I'm going to play tactical, or whatever. I played tactical all the way through. Apart from my last game, I should have gone fixed. It would have worked out better. But so James then went on to go 3rd. George went 2nd, and Josh Roberts, Team England captain, came 1st. So, and he was using Imperial Knights. So onto my list.
Just one more thing. The Despoiler's got the enhancement, that panoply of the something or other. Any attack, -1 AP.
Nice.
Okay, that's it. Carry on.
Nice. Awesome. So, Tyranids, using the invasion fleet. I will be going lethal hits against vehicles because knights. So to kick things off, I have brought a Neuro Tyrant. Neuro Tyrant has the enhancement of the Alien Cunning, so I get to redeploy up to 3 units for the first turn of the game, and I can also put those units back into reserve if needs be. Then we move. He's my Warlord. Then my next character is the Winged Hive Tyrant. I've kind of gone for a theme with this list, which you'll see as we go on in the list. So Winged Hive Tyrant, and he's got, I think it's 1 step ahead or something it's called. So I get a free reroll, essentially, once per turn. So it's either reroll hit, reroll wound, reroll damage, reroll save, reroll charge, reroll advance.
So go on himself.
That's only on himself, and it's once per battle round. Then we move into the next character, which I've taken a Winged Prime. So he's just there to attach into gargoyles. So my 3 battle line units, 2 squads of 10 and 1 squad of 20 gargoyles. So now the list is kind of adapting now. It's going to be lots of wings everywhere. Then we've got a squad of 6 Von Royen Leapers, because Von Royen Leapers are dirty. They get to do a 0 CP heroic intervention. They got fight first.
Nice.
Plenty of attacks. I've then got a standard lictor. Then I've got a squad of 5 Barb Gaunts. Won't really matter much in this game. They're going to be more used for action monkeys and, just to get up the board and do stuff, as opposed to actually dealing damage. We then have an X-Crane. X-Crane is there to mainly give the reroll 1s to hit once I've targeted a unit. It's still quite dirty damage if stuff does actually manage to get through. I then got a squad of 22 Neuro Gaunts, and they are going to be attached in with the Neuro Tyrant. So it's a nice big blob of essentially chaff to take out if we manage to kill off that Neuro Tyrant. The great thing about the Neuro Tyrant being attached to the squad as well is now the Neuro Gaunts also have synapse. So I've got a nice, I can have a nice big spread in my
Synapse
deployment zone
everywhere.
of synapse. Then I've got 3 biovores because of actions. You know, spore mines, they can just blop over to wherever I need to go and perform my action, complete my secondary points. And then finally, he's back. Harrison Daniels, the big Harridan. So he is back. Lots of wings. Yeah.
He's going to put in some work.
He's
for sure.
He needs to put in some work. He needs to put in some work. He's the main reason why I wanted to take him is because he has kept his old rule of +1 to wound in either the shoot or fight phase, and I just take D3 mortal wounds. Sweet.
It's nasty.
He's got 30 of them.
Very nasty.
Should be right. He also has hover as well, so if I wanted to, I can set him up on the battlefield in hover, and then I can redeploy him, chuck him to reserve, and then he can start the game as aircraft. So fun and games, good times. So yeah, that's
I'm not looking forward to him tying me up. I'm really not.
So I'm definitely going to go tactical.
Yeah, I'm going tactical. It's nice to try the cards and juggle it about.
So I think that's it. We're now going to move into the setup and the roll for the dreaded first turn and potential redeploys. Awesome. We'll be right back.
Okay, so the guys are all deployed.
Yeah.
Talk us through your deployment.
Just chucked it all down there, really.
Just chucked it all down.
Yeah. Well,
No fucks given.
I am worried about this thing here. Like, unless I put everything in a blob back here, that's not how I play. So, and if he doesn't get first turn, he's going off the board anyway. So, I've just deployed so that I can do things.
Cool.
Okay, so my deployment: big Harridan, Hive Tyrants and Gargoyles. The blob of 20 gargoyles with the prime is in the Harridan, all latched on. We've got the Neurogaunts and Neurotyrant biovores and the X-Screen. Biogaunts over here, Lictor there, and Von Royans over on that objective. And that is... Oh, and we have 1 squad of gargoyles in reserve. That is my deployment.
So who wants first turn?
I've deployed as if I'm going first, but I can redeploy.
I think I would rather first turn because I'm quite worried about these leapers getting so close to me so early on. I need first turn. Right, ready?
We got a 3. We got a 1.
First turn, Chaos Knights.
First turn, Chaos Knights. So I shall be redeploying.
Okay, so do that. Come back.
So I have redeployed. Von Royans moved over with the Lictor. High Tyrant into Deep Strike. Harridan is now aircraft and he is in reserve.
Nice.
Sorted.
Cool.
Yeah, makes sense.
So into Chaos Knights, turn 1.
Indeed.
So command base.
Draw some cards.
So we all get
CP.
a CP.
You do.
We need to draw some cards.
Right, so I've got Storm Hostile Objective.
Which is...
Can take one that I'm already controlling, I think.
Control 1 or more that was controlled by your opponent, or your opponent did not control any objective markers at the start of your turn and you control 1 or more.
So you need to take that one.
Does that count if it's not been your command phase, so you're not technically controlling it?
I am controlling it because I am holding it before the game begins.
Okay. Investigate signals. In your shooting phase, select 1 or more units that are not battle shocked and are eligible to shoot. Until your turn, your units selected cannot shoot or charge. And at the end of your turn, each corner of the battlefield has 1 or more of these selected units. Wholly within 9 of it, it is scanned by your army. 2 VP for each corner scanned. Discard
it and redraw. It's a horrible one for you to do turn 1. I think you need 2 corners within 9 to do that action. I don't think you're going to be able to do that.
Yeah, wholly within 9's possibly tricky because that means I need to get to
3, isn't it?
There.
2 points for 1 quarter.
Two points for each corner.
Oh, right,
so you can do 1 corner and get 2 points, which is better than nothing. But
I mean, I could probably get to here.
Because you have to be within 9 of the actual corner of the battlefield.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Like from here?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
Realistically, you're going to get 2 points on that.
Yeah, it's going to be tough on that.
So you can either discard it and...
It cost me a CP to discard though, doesn't it?
And it's only once you can do that.
Yeah, I feel like...
just take your 2.
Yeah, I think I'll leave it.
Yeah?
Yeah,
cool.
I'll leave it.
Do you have anything in your command phase to do ability-wise?
Um,
Your knights?
I'm not going to, because the only one in my command phase would be to give a couple of dogs sustained hits,
Okay.
but there's not much to shoot at, so
cool.
we're gaining some CP.
Cool.
Keeping it for now.
So we're going to movement phase. Okay, movement's done. What have we done, Jamie?
So I've moved this carnivore into the corner here. I'm a little bit concerned about these leapers. If I push him out here, he's probably in no man's land and going to die anyway. So I think I've moved out tentatively, but not too sort of straight away. I've had to bring this guy back so that he can scan this corner. And we've advanced this carnivore up. He couldn't quite get to the objective. That's about it, really. My two big knights can see. They've got shots on things because I can see straight through that scenery. And that'll be probably where I go. And lots of havocs then going into the leapers.
Cool. So shooting.
Shooting.
What are we going to start with?
Well, we'll start with this guy.
Yep.
So he's going to fire his twin battle Gatling cannons into your, what are they?
Barb gaunts.
Barb gaunts, right. Cool. 5, 10, 15. It's 36 shots.
Yes.
Let me just check.
36 shots.
36 shots.
36 shots.
Hitting on threes.
How many?
So this is 18. Threes, 6. Threes again.
So threes again.
So first volley, 3, 6, 9, 10.
6 ups. 6 up. And then the rest of them, they're all dead. That's dead gaunts.
So rest of his shots will be wasted. And then I think the only other targets I can have a go at are probably your leapers. So I will have to do these slightly separately. So we'll start with the carnivore because he's going to be hitting you on 4s because I can't see you. So D6 shots, 4 shots.
So normally stealth would come into effect, but you're already -1 because of shooting out of line
Yeah.
sight.
Do I get the +1 because of the squad of 6?
The +1 would then go back to a 4 up anyway because of stealth.
For blast, I mean.
Yeah, for every 5
Oh, right, yeah, for an extra shot. Yeah.
So it's 4 + 1.
Yeah.
And I'm hitting you on 4s with him
You are
because I can't see you.
And I'm
need a
toughness
strength 5. So 4s to wound. 2 at -1, I believe.
2 at -1. So they get a 4 up.
Oh, no, they're no AP.
No AP.
No AP on that
So it'll
one.
be a 3 ups, -1. Ignoring cover, you said, yeah?
Ignoring... No, it's just indirect and blast.
Okay. So 3 ups. So fair. Damage?
1 each.
1 each. So 1 is going down to 1 wound.
Okay, and then we'll do the brigand next. So the brigand, if he shoots the closest eligible model, which this one and this one will, then they get +1 to their AP.
Sweet.
So their AP will be -1. So I'll roll those two together.
Yep.
For shots. So D6 shots each, +1. So it'll be 10, 12 shots.
Sweet.
5, 9, 12 shots. Now these are hitting on 2s normally, so they'll go to 3s.
So it goes to 3s.
And again, strength 5, toughness 5.
So 4s.
4s. So another 3, but these are -1 now.
So they're -1, so back onto my original 4 ups. So 1 takes a wound. 1 dies.
Okay. So I think what we'll probably do is put the other blast shots over here.
Gargoyles.
Yeah. So we'll start with the brigand. So
So
these are going to be +2 shots now, yeah?
So
So
10.
8 shots. Hitting on 2s normally, so it'll be 3s. Strength 5.
So 3 to wound. T4. T3.
4 at
4.
-1 because you are the closest model.
So I have a 6 up armor and a -1. -1. So back on the 6 ups because of cover. So 3 dead.
Okay. And then the stalker. D6 probably just +1 shot now, is it?
Yeah, just
4.
+1 shot now.
Yeah, so 6 + 1. So it'll be 7 shots. He's hitting on 3s normally, so it'll be 4s. And again, 3s to wound. So another 3, no AP this time.
No AP, so 5 ups now. So 3 more.
And I think that is about the end of my turn because I don't think my Abominant can see anything. No.
Sweet.
Cool.
No charges.
So your secondaries, what did you complete?
So I will complete the investigate signal because I can scan this corner by this guy because he didn't fire. So it'll just be 2 points.
Cool. Are you keeping hostile or are you discarding?
I think I'm going to discard it for now.
So you discard it and you'll get a CP.
Yep.
Seems you no cards next time. Cool. That's scores. So we're going into Nids. Turn 1 next.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so Tyranids turn 1 into the command phase, withdrawing my cards. So I have drawn Area Denial and Overwhelming Force. So Area Denial, at the end of my turn, if one or more units from my army, excluding battle shock units, are wholly within 6 of the centre of the battlefield, and there are no enemy units within 6 of the battlefield, I will score 5. I'm not going to bother reading out the second part because I'm going to be able to do that anyway. Then Overwhelming Force is, while this secondary mission is active, each time an enemy unit that started the turn within range of an objective marker is destroyed, I score 3 points or 5 points. Note that VPs is scored blah blah blah. So
Things on objectives.
I have to just kill something on an objective.
Is only the big knight.
It is indeed. So I am going to keep it because I'm just going to burn it at the end of my turn anyway. So Battle Shock for some gargoyles.
What is their leadership?
Their leadership is 8.
Okay. And are you in synapse?
I am not within synapse.
Oh, dear.
So 2d6. I get a 9. They are not battle shocked. Good gumdrops.
That was the only one you had to do?
That was the only one I had to do.
Knights still can't battle shock anything.
Anything else in the command phase for Tyranids?
I'm considering spending a CP to regen some gargoyles. I think I might. I'm going to spend a CP to regen some gargoyles. So, 1 CP to regen 3 plus D3 gargoyles. I heal 4 gargoyles back into the unit. So once they're done, I will then come back at the end of my movement. Okay. So, movement for the Tyranids. So also in the command phase, I gave these synapse from Neuro Tyrant and my Exocrine synapse. Obviously, 4 dudes came back. My Von Royans have moved up there. I in a charge for that dude over in that corner there. And now we move into the shooting phase. So, Biovores. First one. Biovore shoots a spore mine. Next one, we're going to target him.
Mm-hmm.
So, D3 shots, getting 2 shots. I am hitting on 4s. 1 is lethal hits, and the other one misses. So 1 save at -2 for 2.
5 up.
It's safe. And then the second one gets 1 shot and misses. Then we move into the gargoyles here, shooting into that knight. There's 8 of them. 2, 4, 6, 8. So I'm hitting on 4s.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for lethals. So 1 lethal, 3 extra hit, and then 6s. So it's 2 saves. Don't think they are minus, but we'll double check. They are no minus.
Take them both.
Take them both. Nice. So that's 4 wounds he's lost altogether. Then after they have moved, they're going to do a 6-inch move.
Back behind the wall.
Back behind the wall. Because they're cheeky gargoyles.
All shooting's done.
All shooting is done. So now charges. Von Royans are going to charge into the shooty knight dude.
Mm-hmm.
I need a 7.
Now, as we discussed, I'm not going to overwatch because the only one I could overwatch with is this guy.
Indeed.
Because they're behind the wall. I'd like to overwatch with him, but he can't because he can't see them at the moment.
No, he cannot.
So, 7-inch charge. They're in on an 8.
Mm-hmm.
We'll come back in a minute.
Cool. So Von Leaper's all made in. Facing as you have to.
Yes. So,
is that it for charge phase?
that's it for the charge phase.
Anything for you?
I don't think I'm going to heroic. No, I'm not. No.
Okay. So, I'm going to spend a CP. So now they crit on a 5+.
5 up lethals.
Okay. I could do it on another unit as well that's in synapse at the same point. So, they get 5 attacks each. So 5.
I think even a feel no pain is not going to be worth
Look at his happy
taking here.
face. He's happy he gets to use his 1 leapers.
I killed one of them, and they're going to battle shock at the end of this anyway.
20. 5 attacks for 6.
Because I have to battle shock something.
There's 6 attacks each. Look at that, though.
So you get
even better.
30 attacks?
That's maths.
Quick math.
That is maths. Hitting on 3s, lethals on 5s.
Nice.
Lethals out.
Still 1 and 2s there.
Still a lot of 1s and 2s.
Are they strength 6?
They are strength 6 or strength 5. 2. They're strength 5.
Okay, 6 is to wound.
Indeed.
You can see how strong lethal hits against vehicle is. Super, super good.
So that is 3, 6, 9, 10, 11 saves at -1.
Forward.
They're 1 damage each.
4, 5, 6, 7. He takes 7.
Taking 7.
Is that all their attacks? They've got more.
That is all their attacks.
Good. Don't get some hit backs.
We do.
Okay.
So
Yeah, he's going to hit you back. He
Stealth
is.
only works in shooting, not in combat. Saving, hitting on your normal weapon skill. But
I'm -1 now because I believe I am. I will double check, but I believe I am. I think it's 6. Oh, it's 1 to 4 wounds.
Oh, nice.
Worth checking. Right, so he's going to be hitting on 3s. And strength 6.
So wounding on 3s.
Nothing.
Nothing.
That happens a lot when I swing back in combat with a shooting one.
So that is going to be the end of my charge, my combat phase.
Yeah, so now I've got battle shock to do then.
In your man phase, you will. But first, area denial. I score 5.
Yep.
And under the scarred, overwhelming force. Receiving.
Cool. So that gives you 5 points.
Indeed.
5 points to 2 per day. That's the end of round 1. So come back. Unless Jamie's got something to say.
No, what I should have done is force you to take a battle shock test at the start of the fight phase with your leapers.
We can do that now.
I know nothing ever happens after the fact.
There would be battle shots.
It just would have meant that you couldn't have used stratagems and stuff. But they are battle shocked now, yeah?
Cool. That's a nice little trick for Chaos Knight plays there. So we'll come back in Chaos Knights 10-2 next. Okay, round 2.
Round 2. Right, going to CP.
Yep.
Up to 3. So my 2 missions: deploy teleport homers. Oh, so it's an action again. Within 6 inches of the center of the battlefield to deploy a teleport homer. And 2 VP if it's fixed, 3 if it's tactical, or 4 or 5 if it's in the opponent's deployment zone.
3
So
points. 5 points.
should be able to do it in the middle. And then the second one is extend battle lines. End of my turn if I control 1 or more objective markers in my own deployment and 1 in no man's land. So this is currently under control, regardless if I move off of it, because my stalker stickied it.
The 2 cards are not too bad.
Yeah, I've got to keep them this time, for sure. So, Battle Shock. I don't need to take one on him, do I?
Are you under half strength?
Under half. So under.
I will have to take it then.
And what's his leadership?
His leadership, I believe, is 6. 6 for a brigand. And I think it's 7 for the big guys. Oh, I might be wrong, actually. Sorry. 7. The whole army's 7. Okay, he's a pass. Thank crikey, because I didn't want to blow up another knight retreating.
Cool. Anything else in your command phase to do?
I think I'm going to pay a CP to have my knight walk through, but it's not in my command phase. It's in the movement phase.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, force battle shots with
everything.
Because I got a neuro tyrant, we're at -1 to that roll.
Okay.
So essentially, 8 or more. Rolling all your dice. So let's start with this dude here.
And I don't have to be. That Nero doesn't have to be within range.
No, it's just whenever you do the battle shock.
Okay.
For a shadow in the wall, it says -.
8 or higher. So he's battle shocked.
This guy.
Battle shot.
This guy.
I'm
That guy.
Chaos Knights dice are going in the bin.
Don't change your dice, Jamie.
They're going in the bin. That's
This
enough.
guy.
I've had enough of them.
He's also battle shot. Oh, no.
Have you got any more tokens?
Yeah, well, I have. So then we might as well go on to the other big one.
Oh my days.
And then this guy.
That's why I stopped playing Blood Angels. I couldn't make a charge.
He's okay. He's okay. And that guy. He's not.
He's battle shocked as well.
And then the other guy.
Oh dear.
He's also battle shocked.
So I battle shocked all but one.
Well just go. That one there's the one.
He's the one that's fine.
And then all of these ones just come off.
So
There you go.
remember, you could do a CP to pass one of your battle shots to your belt. Obviously, you can't do actions for your battle shots as well.
I know. I think I'm screwed
You
here.
can't hold objectives for your battle shots.
Yeah, I think I'm screwed here, to be honest. That's absolutely screwed me.
Pooch.
The only one that I would probably pass on is my Carnival. So I'm
Sure.
going
Pick one of your cards.
Well, he's okay.
Yeah.
So he can get onto the middle. This guy I really want to charge into that Death Leaper.
Right, the
Lictor, sorry.
Oops.
He's the one that I'm going to spend the CP on.
So this one here, yeah?
Yeah. And he fails that as well.
You don't re-roll it, you just auto pass.
Oh, is it an auto
just-
pass?
yeah, just
Okay.
one auto pass.
Right.
Cool.
So,
He's not battle shocked, and neither is this one. Yeah. But
okay.
every other knight is.
Yeah.
But luckily, that back objective is sticky.
You're a tyrant, so actually pretty good.
So we'll come back in movements. Okay, couple things. First of all, round one we had Storm Hostile Objective, which we couldn't actually have round one, so we should have reshuffled it.
No
That's
big
what
deal.
we passed. And then start James' turn, end of command phase. Jamie held one objective and not more, so you got 5 points on primary.
Mm-hmm.
Carry on, Jamie.
Which you didn't. It was battle shot.
It's sticky.
That one was
objective,
sticky
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Yes,
Ah.
which saved him.
from my character.
Okay, so movements. What have we done, Jamie?
So yeah, we've fallen back this guy. Fortunately, I rolled a 6 because now on a desperate breakout, I think it is, if you're battle shocked on a 1 or a 2, it can die. And that has happened sadly before. So
So sad.
yeah, it's not nice losing a toughness 10 knight with 6
I did tell him
wounds
that
to
he's gonna have to re-roll it on camera. But he said, please don't.
please don't.
Please don't.
I rolled a 6 for once. So how many did I battle? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I initially failed 7 battle shocks with my knights. So yeah,
I'm sure you
Feel
said
sorry for
Battleship
me.
never goes off first game.
shit for Chaos Knights. It is. It's not effective. It's not effective enough. So then what we've done, we've kept this guy where he is. He's going to put everything into the leapers. He's going to put everything into the leapers. I'm still trying to tentatively screen a little bit because I'm concerned about what's not come on the table yet. These guys have moved up. Obviously, they're not holding the objective because they're battle shocked. This one's going to deploy his teleport Homer down here. And I think that's about it. So there's still not a lot I can shoot at the moment.
Yep. You're getting points.
So I can't push too far out.
Oh.
Got to let things come to me a little bit.
Right on. So what's shooting first?
We may as well just go with the big guy. That's what everybody wants to see. 4, 8, 12, 16, 18. So we'll do the first volley. First 18 shots coming in.
-1 to hit.
So I'll be hitting on forwards.
Sticking with the same dice you rolled on the battle shot.
Gosh, awful, isn't it? And these are strength 8, I believe.
So 3s.
So 3 from 18.
So 3 so far. I've rolled them all at once.
And let me just check. 4s again.
A little bit.
See,
better,
just use Bugle dice, you're right. Where can you purchase Bugle dice, Jamie?
From you, Martin. And then 3 to wound. So in total, you've got 3, 6, 9 saves at -2.
9 saves in total, yeah?
Mm.
Lovely. So, on my 6 up involves. I save 1. So they'll damage how much?
2.
2 each. And Von Ryans are rocking 3 wounds each. 1 dead, 2 dead, 3 dead, 4 dead.
Okay.
Left on 4 wounds.
Okay, so I might as well do the Ruined Spear Rocket Pod, which is 3 shots. Hitting on 4s, so nothing on there. So I am going to need the extra shots here. So this guy at the back is going to fire his 2 melters.
So again, -1 hit.
Okay. What's making the -1 to hit?
They have stealth.
Okay. Even when they're battle shock, doesn't matter?
Yes.
Okay. So hitting on 4s. And then melter is, I think it's strength 10 or 12.
So that's a wound anyway.
So it'd be 1 wound.
6 up invul. So whatever it is, it's going to be dead.
Yeah, they're melter 4 within half range. But you would have taken them out of half range at least. So I'll just roll it. 4 wounds. So that's the squad.
So what are we going next?
Yeah, so we're going to put the Havocs into those flyers and see whether we can finish them off. So I'll fire...
do 1 at a time. Blast. Do some blast.
Sure. So we'll start with the guy that's hitting on 2s then. So D6.
So 1 shot.
+1 for blast.
+1 for blast.
Yeah.
And they're hitting 3s because you're only 2s.
Yeah. Both hit. And 1 wound. -1 because you're the closest eligible.
6 up. Oh, so
1 wound. And then D6. 5 + 1. These are on 4s because I can't see you. And then 3s. So 2 wounds. No AP this time.
5 ups. Oh, 2 more.
And then the guy,
score down to 5, so you still get the +1.
guy at the back gets 5, 6 shots. 4s. And 3s. So 3 more, no AP.
3 more, no AP. 5s. No, 3.
So he's doing the action. So I guess I could fire this guy's Havocs over there. And now no extra shots for blast now. So just 2 shots, hitting on 4s, winning on 3s, 2 more, no AP.
5 ups. That's the squad.
That's the squad.
They're not coming back, Jamie.
They're not coming back. They're dead.
They're not coming back. Right, your dice are doing significantly better than mine. So the last thing to fire is just going to be this guy's Havocs into the Lictor.
He fell back.
Oh, he did. Yes, he did. No fall back and shoot for me. So going on to charging then.
Yeah.
This is going to be my only charge.
Yeah.
So he's just going to go boop.
Yeah, nice. Cool.
And he's going to fight.
He's not going to fight first.
Okay.
You get 6 back.
Okay. So explain that here. So both have fight first. They
Mhm.
do, because you have it naturally.
I have it naturally.
You get it from charging.
Yep.
And because they both have fight first, you go to the previous turn. It's not his.
Yep.
So I'm hitting you on 2s.
Go for it.
I get
Oh, as he's not battle shocked, I am going to give myself a feel no pain for him.
1 miss, 1 lethal. And then I need 5s. Just the 1. -2 for 2.
5 up. No. 2 feel no pains. Takes them both.
Sweet.
Waste of CP.
Could have been worse.
Tell you boys, nobody rolls dice like me. Consistently low. So the carnival, right. This guy is so cool. Just love him. I've got to, yeah. I mean, how many wounds does he have?
He has 6 wounds.
6 wounds, toughness 6?
5 up invul, T6.
6 wounds. Okay, so we'll go with the we're going to use the slaughter claw, which is I'm hitting you on 2s. Fucking hell. And because it's strength 12, I'm wounding on 2s. So there's 6 saves there at -3.
Any 6s do anything? Got devastated or anything?
No, we're not broken and janky like Tyranids.
Aren't broken and janky, they're just janky.
4 up involves.
5 up involves.
Okay. Jeez.
So, pass 3.
D6 plus 2 each, which will be enough to kill him.
That is most definitely enough.
Cool.
Carnivores. Ugh. So
You're already
cool.
on the objective, so you can't consolidate anymore.
No, he's fine where he is.
Yep.
He is not the battle shot.
Cool. Is that in the turn?
That is the end of my turn.
Not battle.
So I extend battle lines because fortunately I can hold these two.
Yeah.
And so that will be
5 points.
5 points. And then 3 points for tactically deploying the teleport homer in the middle.
Nice. Sweet.
8 points.
Yep, nice. Cool. So we'll go into Tyranids. Turn 2 next. Okay, Nids, turn 2.
Indeed. So, no battle shocks for me to take. I'm holding 1 objective, so I score 5 points.
Yep.
So let's see what I get for my cards. So the first one, behind enemy lines. Second one, engaging all fronts. 2 relatively easy ones for me to do.
Especially when you've got small ones.
Especially when I've got small lines. Sweet.
Cool.
Okay, so we will also...
Man phase?
Yes, so giving the exocrine synapse as well as that Bible, the fun of it. There we go. So that's my command phase done. Now we move into movements. Okay, so movement phase for the Tyranids. So exocrine is moved out slightly. Clock in line of sight on this dude.
Yeah.
2 Bibles just moved up onto the 2nd floor of the ruin. Everything else kind of stayed there. Then has stuff arrived from reserve. Gargoyles arrived from reserve. High Tyrant from reserve. Harridan from reserve. Harridan dumped his load with a load of gargoyles.
Say hello to my little friend.
So that is me completely on the board now, ready to rock and roll. Now we're going to move into the shooting phase.
Nice.
So, first things first, we're going to go in with some small mines, some healthy little small mines. So, one that's right at the back here,
Yep.
It's going to plonk a small mine over here, there. And the other 2 are going to plonk them over here in his deployment zone. Getting the old behind enemy lines. So,
It's not right, is it? It's not right. It's not fair.
there you go. That's
This isn't fair.
some small mines.
I'm not playing.
They're going to get overlooked because GW are awesome like that. So,
Actually, will, I bet.
I'm going to make 100 accounts and then just put those complaints in every time about them.
So at time of filming, there hasn't been the first FAQ, but it's
Not as
expected
of
this week.
it
It
is.
is.
And currently,
Nobody
GW
cares.
have said that they're looking at towering,
Elder.
out of line of sight, Elder,
Got to look at Eldar.
and something else. Can't remember.
Got to look at
It
Eldar.
wasn't anything to do with
And
small
I
mines.
bet these will just get ignored.
Yeah, mate.
I'll wait for fucking 2
Do you
months.
think they'll change GSC with their popping up
Don't know yet.
shenanigans?
Don't know yet. They're a hard one to kind of gauge. They are very strong, but I don't know how the actual mechanic works properly yet. I haven't got the looking.
You should ask Foxy. He jumped on Jesse.
Well, he should know. Yeah, he's probably using them for the law.
For the
That's probably what he's using them for the law. You know, because he enjoys the law, doesn't he? Foxy. You know, doesn't use them because they're fucking broken. Right. At least Maddie's fucking honest with it. You know? At least he's honest. Yeah, I use it. It's the most broken shit possible. I go to tournaments to win. Foxy's like,
Yeah, Manny said, what, triple red flight?
be honest,
Yeah.
dude. If
Lux
you're going
about
to
this
use it, you're going to use it because it's good shit. Tell everybody I'm using it because it's fucking amazing. I want to win this tournament. Nah, lying bastard. Right, cool. Yeah, triggered. So, shooting phase, in we go. So let's just start off with some gargoyles first, because gargoyles are always fun. So
Right
we'll
on.
start off with a squad of 10 into this little dude in here.
Okay.
Oh, that's the other thing that I'm going to do as well. I'm going to spend a point. Now,
Lethal.
okay, so we're not going to do something. So it's going to be the gargoyles first, squad of 10, shooting to the
Carnivore.
carnivore.
Go for it.
So exploding, well, I'm looking for 6s, essentially. I get 2 off,
Nice.
and I'm hitting you on 3s, 4s, not 3s. And then I'm wounding you on 6s. Oh, we get another one. So it's 3, no minus. Sweet.
James, wrong with use.
Yeah.
6 wounds, is that?
Only 3.
3.
I wish there were 2 damage each. That'd be fucking screwed. Okay. Do I want to move?
I've consistently said it's the worst part of my game. I just don't make saves. Just don't. Chip damage, heavy bolter, straight through.
After the unit is shot, so we just do it with that squad. But then, yeah, so they're going to stay where they are. So now we're gonna. No, I don't want to do that.
So you'd eye up, move, shoot, move, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was eyeing it up, but then we like gargoyles into that, dude. Should really just move them. Yeah, I'll do it now. So they're going to move. So
That's strat, yeah.
no, that's their built-in ability. So only one was within 6, which is on that objective.
Sure.
And the others just moved 6.
Okay, what are we doing here?
Okay, so now those gargoyles, the squad of 20 gargoyles, 9 of them that are in range into the 5 wounded dude, and then the remaining ones that can see and are in range are going to shoot into this guy. So the prime, the winged prime, does give the unit sustained hit 1 as well.
Lovely.
So we're going to the 7 wounded dude first. So look at the 6s. You get 1 6. 1 miss, but then sustained hits, gets that one back. And then you're looking 6s. You get another 2. So it's 3 more saves.
Take one.
Now we go into the 5 wounded dude. So again, look at them 6s. 2. Which we do get an additional 2 hits. So 1 and 2. And again, look at 6s. We got another 2.
Okay.
So that's 4 saves.
It's good.
Nice. Okay, so I don't think the winged high tyrant has ranged attacks. Oh, those are the benefits. Okay, so 4 lines of shot. So now we're going to go in with the big swings. So let's go in with the exocrine. Target this dude.
Okay.
4. Yeah, I will. I'm going to target him.
What does he have?
So he has his bio cannon thing, which is 3 plus D3 shots, hitting on 3s, strength 8, -3, and flat 3.
Strength 8, -3, flat 3.
I'm mainly using it
Okay.
to reroll 1s on everything else. So,
Yeah, go
3
for it.
plus 2 shots. Sorry, 5 shots altogether.
Do I get a cover save?
Yes,
I do.
You will get those.
shoot through the woods.
I got no lethals, and now I need 5s. So nothing went through, but I'm now re-rolling the 1s. The most important dude.
Okay.
Harrison Daniels. So on a 2 plus, he's going to be taking mortal wounds. He does. So he takes how many mortal wounds? D3. He takes 1. So he's up to 29 wounds.
And what is he shooting at?
Shooting at lots of things. About 2 units, actually.
So does it work with cover, like shooting through the building as well? Because you can't see all of my night?
So I'm actually thinking of shooting everything into him anyway. Yeah, you will say get cover. So he's going to shoot
Because he
everything
can't
into him.
wholly see.
Yeah, I'm just a bit. Yeah, I'm just trying to get it clear in my head how
So
cover
with
works
terrain,
now.
Always treat it as wholly seeing your model.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm
Where are we going then?
12 plus 2d6 shots.
So I
shooting into this
think
guy.
I'll rotate his ion shield.
Which gives him.
It's diabolic bulwark. It gives him a 4-up invuln.
So how many extra shots do I get? I get 10, 14 extra shots.
So is this all going into that big night?
All going to that big one.
Okay.
Could be one big night, regardless.
That's what I'm hoping.
How many points is that night?
405, I think.
And how many points is Harrison?
Harrison is 655 points.
Right. See how
He's
it goes.
got to
So-
put the work in.
3s. Let's get those 6s out.
Rerolling ones.
Rerolling the 1s.
Lethal hits is horrible.
Reroll the 1s. 1 miss currently.
Yep.
And your strength 14, is it?
Strength 10, I believe. So I'm winning you on 5s anyway. Okay.
Pretty good. I'm going to roll yours. If you don't mind.
Yes.
3, 6, 9, 10, 11. 4 ups. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 go through.
7 go through, so
That's
21
enough.
damage.
Even if I'd CP'd one, it would be 18. So
Got 3 damage apiece.
yeah. Do I blow up? Deadly demise 6? No.
Sweet.
I think what I should have done was paid. Oh no, the feel no pain I think is only in fight phase. That's fine. One dead big
So
knight.
that's 1 dead big
That's
knight.
very sad.
So that is the end of my shooting. We're now going to go into charges.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So bring Tyranids into the night.
Yep.
I just
So.
He loves it.
the 9 exactly.
He loves it.
In a base.
In there. I don't think I'm going to charge anything else.
Okay.
I think I'm going to keep everything where it needs to be because to charge that lot in. Come back after I have a think.
Okay, so here you can't charge
No.
because how the encounter's moving when it comes in.
It doesn't.
Then he disembarks. You disembark and shoot. We can't declare a charge unless you have a land leader with assault ramps.
Salt ramps, yeah.
So, no.
Yeah.
So it's just one fight.
So we got Tyrant Talons, so he gets 5 attacks of those.
Mhm.
Does anything happen in fight phase with you? Battle shocks and stuff? You kept saying about?
Only if you've. So my innate ability, Forged in Terror, is you've only got to plink a wound off of something, because then you can start forcing battle shocks. But my Abominant's dead, and he was probably one of the main triggers for forcing something. But you've still got to be within that range.
Right.
At the minute, it's just an innate -1 to your leadership within range for battle shock purposes.
So start the fight phase. I'm going to spend a CP, so now I'm down to 2.
Mhm.
I'm going to give my high talent to spend 5s and 6s.
Cool.
But critical 5s and 6s. So he is hitting on 2s. Oh, I should really roll these separate because they're different damage profiles, I think. Oh, they're not. Okay. So, critical 5s and 6s. The 1s. Roll to wounds, so I need 5s.
Mhm.
So I'm going to reroll one of them because I might as well.
Is those critical or lethal?
Those are lethals. And then reroll one of them for his war trait, his enhancement. So it's just a 4,
Okay.
and they are -2 damage each.
So these will be 5-ups. So fail 2.
So this one needs to pass.
Do I want to keep him alive? Don't think there's value in making that save, actually. No. Deadly Demise?
Deadly demises.
Nope.
And then high tide can't consolidate because there's no engagements and no objectives.
But I might overrun. I don't think that is.
Can't quite get on it.
Actually. Stops him from shooting. It's only going to be 1 to shoot the tyrant. Let's do that. So I'm going to spend a CP.
Yeah.
So down to 1. And get to move my high tyrant 6 inches in any direction.
Wow.
So he's going to move this way.
Very cool.
Just because then this guy will have to come off the objective
Mhm.
in order to see my high tyrant.
Seems good.
Move that knight.
Just putting it out there.
Yes.
Could that knight touch the building and get line sight while staying on the objective? Maybe.
Possibly.
Possibly.
Is that
Don't know.
what you want to do? I think he could just move a little bit and still see you.
If he moves, then I'll parrot him in. I don't know. We'll find out something. Yeah,
Just
that
don't
is.
want you get caught out.
He's right. He's right.
Cool. So is that everything?
That is the end of my turn. So, engage on all fronts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. 5. Behind enemy lines. 1, 2, 5.
That is
Cool.
dirty, isn't it? That is
So
really
that
dirty.
is, that's 10 points.
Cool. So at the end of round 2, so come back with Chaos Knights.
Do these blow up then?
Okay, so into Chaos Knights, turn 3.
So
I will get CPs.
game a CP and draw a card, I
Yeah,
suppose.
I got
3 cards.
Enemy outpost. Capture enemy outpost. 1 or more objective markers in your opponent's deployment zone.
to.
Defend stronghold. So keep my own objective, I believe.
Until end of Paddy's turn.
Oh gosh.
Should be easy.
I think I can keep that one. It's whether I discard this one or wait till the end of the turn and gain a CP. I think I potentially need my CP, so I'm going to keep it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll keep it.
Cool. So then we have battle shocks.
Battle shocks. This is the fun part, isn't it?
Battle shocks. Previous round.
Right. So I'm going to start with this guy because I need this. I need him to pass it.
Before you roll, you said we missed something with your battle shocks last time.
Anything that was within this guy's 9-inch aura gets +1.
Okay.
But I did roll a lot of 3s and 4s, so
remember this.
so leadership 7. So he's fine now. He is battle shocked, but we'll start using the counters now. This guy.
Yep.
He is still battle shocked. This guy. He's okay. The Big Knight. He's okay now. Leadership 7.
That's it.
This guy wasn't battle shocked, so I think we're good.
2 weren't battle shocked.
Yeah, so we can remove those now.
So you 2 are battle shocked this round.
Good. So you are definitely scoring 15 for your primary.
Yeah.
It's all in 1, 2, 3, and more.
4.
4. Yeah. Cool. Anything else in your command phase?
I think I might have to spend a CP to do sustained hits on 2 of my war dogs because I need to deal with this guy. And what's his toughness?
Toughness 9, I believe.
Yeah,
yes.
So I think he's going to struggle to deal with him because I'm strength 6 on my battle cannons, but the melters could deal with him. So I think that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to tag this wall and then give sustained hits to 2 of my war dogs, and then just fire weight of shots into the tyrant. And then he's going to fire what he can over there, I believe.
Cool.
Yeah.
So come back to movements. Okay, movements.
Yeah, so what I've done is I've got to deal with this guy because he can potentially take my home objective. So we've got 3 knights here that have spent a CP, or I will in my shooting phase, to give them all sustained hits. And these guys are going to just go into the Hive Tyrant. And sadly, my Stalker is battle shocked. I thought he was this guy here, but he's not. It would have meant that this objective was sticky, and I could have gradually started moving up towards Paddy's home objective. But he's going to have to stay there for another turn. I've tried to do a bit of damage limitation, I think, with moving this knight. Maybe if he flies over here, he might not be able to see my knight. He probably will. He can see him anywhere on the map, I think. So that's where we are. So going into my shooting phase, we will start with this knight's going to put everything into your Hive Tyrant.
So I am going to spend a CP.
Feel no pains? Is it a 5 or a 6?
5. He's within synapse. He is synapse.
Average. So we'll start with the melters. They're in half range. They're hitting on 2s. Can't remember what the melter profile is now. Apologies. Should have had this ready. I think it is 10. Demon Breath Spear, 12.
So really on 3s.
Just 1 at -4.
So 4 of them. Failed it.
It'll be D6 +4.
4. So he's going to spend his once per game reroll.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, once per turn reroll, but failed it. Damage
9.
Easy.
It's your dice, mate. Loving it.
Then you've got 10 wounds.
10 wounds. So 5 up from the pains. He fails all but 1. So he goes down 2 wounds.
Okay. So 5, 10. Gatling cannons.
This has got sustained hits.
These have got sustained hits. Yeah. So 2 more go in. These are strength 6.
So brilliant 5s.
Well, that's not many, is it? That one wasn't one, was it? So I think you've got 3 at AP -2 because you're the closest eligible target.
So again, 4 pinballs. So he fails 1
Feel no
damage.
pain? Just 1.
Just 1. So I'll just take it. Oh, so he goes down to 1.
And then Havocs, 2 shots. Just the 1. This is a strength 5, so nothing there. So I am going to have to fire another war dog into him. So it'll be this guy. He's going to fire everything because we need to kill him. Yeah. So 1 on the melter. 1 wound. -4.
Nope. So I am going to re-roll it with his free ability of re-rolling for a stratagem that I've already used. So can I re-roll? 6.
Okay. So then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Gatlins. Hitting on 2s. Re-rolling 1s because I'm close enough to the big guy. Totally forgot about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 going in. And these are strength 6. So 5's to win.
5's to win.
1, 2, 3. 3 at -2.
So failed all of them.
Just 1 each.
1 each. I'm not going to bother re-rolling any of them. So Fin of Pains, and he dies.
Okay.
On high time. Nice.
So I
So
don't.
what you got left? She's still
Well,
big one and all the small ones. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But it's really frustrating that they've reduced all of the ranges now. Because I stupidly didn't give myself another target. So have a.
That's how you did roll very bad. Never does against me.
So we're going to put this guy is going to put everything into this big squad of 20.
Big bluff.
Yeah. First volley of 18, hitting on 3s.
Does he get sustained as well, or is it just the small ones?
It would just be the small ones. Strength 6.
So wounds and 2s. They are minus what?
Minus 2.
Minus 2.
9.
So 9 will be dead.
Okay. Second volley.
Cover, but still not enough.
Still not enough, so it will only bring up to a 5 up armor.
Second volley. Hitting on 3s. Twos. Oh. So we've got 3, 6, another 9.
Another 9.
Yeah. So that's 18. And then we've got the Ruined
2
Spear.
gargoyles left and the prime.
So the Ruined Spear rockets, then hitting on 3s. I think this one's strength 8. I'll just roll it. Well, it's going to be 2s to wound anyway.
Yep.
So another 2. And these are minus 2 d6 each.
That's 2 more gargoyles.
2 more gargoyles. So it's just prime left in the unit.
Is that all that night shooting?
That's all of that night.
So wipe out the gargoyles, so now the prime is his own unit.
And what's the prime's profile? Toughness.
Prime's profile is toughness 5 with 6 wounds with a 4 up armor.
Because it's probably worth me putting some havoc shots into him. No. So we're going to start using these guys to go into their. Yeah.
So do 1 at a time just because
Yeah.
Last.
So this guy first, the Stalker.
So he gets +2.
So it's going to be 5 shots plus 2, 7 shots. I can't see you through there. So 4s. No sustained hits because that was on the other guys.
3s.
Yeah, so 3 at no AP.
5 ups. 2 dead.
Then the second one's Havocs.
He would only get +1.
2, so 3 at 4s. And then a 3 to wound. 1 at no AP.
So 5 up. Same
That's
dead.
good. And then this guy, Brigand, D6 plus. So 5 plus 1, yeah?
Yep.
So 2s this time because I can see you. And he's the one with the sustained hits. No, because you have to declare it into a specific target for the sustained hits, which I declared into the prime. Strength 5. Let me just check this and see whether I had to shoot your other target, because if I did, I'm not eligible to shoot them.
Just repeat what you just said.
Yeah. So I was trying to shoot this guy into this squad, but because I'd used a long leash, not a long leash, dreadhounds. So I'd elected to give 3 of my warhounds sustained hits on the Hive Tyrant. But that does come with a caveat that they have to target that model. Once he's removed, he can't shoot anything. So it's quite harsh, really, isn't it? So the only things left to shoot is the carnivore. He's going to put his havoc shots into them. So just one, two shots, hitting on 3s, and wounding on a 3. So nothing.
So 2 gargoyles are definitely. Cool.
I don't know if I want to charge.
It should all get Overwatch.
Yeah, I don't think I even want to move. Overwatched with that. No, it's not. No. So end of my turn. I can't score defend until the end of your turn, and I can't score capture enemy outpost.
Your
So
discard one?
I think yes. I think I am going to discard the enemy outpost because that's a tough one.
Cool. So you get CP. Nice end of your turn. So you can scores there. And now we'll go into Tyranids. Turn 3 next. Okay, Tyranids. Turn 3.
Yep. So no units to be battle shock. So I will score 5 points on the primary.
Yep.
We go extend battle lines. Cleanse. That should be relatively easy enough with things like gargoyles and stuff. Extend battle lines. If I control 1 or more objective markers in my opponent's deployment zone. If I control 1 or more objective in my own deployment zone and 1 or more objective markers in no man's land, I score 5.
Yep.
And then cleanse is just where I'm going to do an action on a no man's land objective that isn't controlled, and if I do it on 2, I get 5.
Nice.
Broken.
You know what's going on now. Cool. Anything else in your command phase?
So that is. So I put synapse onto the X-Screen and synapse onto those gargoyles.
Nice.
So
cool.
That is the end of my command phase and to do movement. Okay. Okie dokie. So stuff has moved. So X-Screen has shimmied a little bit, so the only person who will be able to see him is this guy. The gargoyles have moved up onto the objective and no one they outnumber. I'm doing cleanse. The prime has also moved up, iron up a charge in case it doesn't die. Paradin is then moved up 20 and then pivoted. His fires now have to pivot after they move. This gargoyle moved over and dealt a mortal wound. These 2 spore mines as well moved over. And now we are getting ready and starting to iron up shooting. So X-Screen first into that dude. So 3 plus how many? 4. 3. 1, 4. So 7 shots. Hit on 3s. 1. It's on explode. So 2 at -3. Failed them both with 6 damage.
He's dead. Deadly demise 3. Nope.
Cool. That's that one dealt with. Now we're going to go in with the Harridan. He's going to put 1 load of shots into this guy.
Yep.
The other load of shots into this guy.
Okay.
Any reactive struts?
Ideally, I'd like to keep that guy on the middle alive. So, yeah, we'll do a 4 up on him.
Cool. So, first one on the guy with the 4 up. He's got 2d6 plus, so 6 more. So, 6, 12. Hit on 3s. Got no explodes or lethal. So I'm wounding on 4s. Your toughness 10, aren't you?
Yep.
So wounding on 4s. That wasn't very great.
It was not great.
So 4 on 4 ups.
These are 3 each, yeah?
3 each.
So I do need to pass some.
Why are you using those dice? Raw white dice.
Because these are your Bugle Bat Reps dice.
I told you faulty ones. There you go.
Okay, he's alive on 3. For Christ's sake.
Why the white ones?
And then on the other one, getting 7 shots this time.
I've got to spend a CP to stop him battle shocking now. You know.
That's the other one. We do get
Ouch. He's dead.
Everyone in watching, press, was it F9 for?
F for respect.
So that's 7. 7 on your involves.
I could have just do them all together.
Oh, I said don't use your dice.
Oh,
there you
hey!
go. 5 up, but...
Oh, it's 5 ups, yeah.
3 dice.
So he's dead.
Explode.
Hopefully he blows up. Yeah. Oh, he's going to hit this knight.
He's also going to hit your knight. So on your knight.
2.
And then on
And on Harry. He might not be within range of Harry, actually. It's 6, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in range. So you take 1, I take 2. Lovely.
And then let's see whether or not... Oh, no, I didn't do it. I didn't do the +1. I should have done the +1.
I go down to 21.
So, first fireball. This dude. Getting 3 shots. 2 hit, 1 lethal. And then
Oh, come on.
4 devastating wounds.
Oh.
And 1 invul.
So he's dead anyway.
Oh,
Is it the guy in the middle?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so he dies.
Yeah.
Explode.
I don't think he can hit anything.
Does that do
Oh, God.
He might hit your big knight again.
God, have you ever seen anybody as unlucky as me? He fucking does as well. Oh, fuck off.
What do you roll white one then?
The white ones roll hot.
You're doing it wrong way around.
Okay. Good old fireballs. Next fireball into this
Right,
dude.
he's dead.
Getting 1 shot. No hits. And last one, 1 shot. And 1 save at -2. Hits.
5 up. Good.
Cool. And then that's the end of my turn.
Going in the fucking bin as well.
So extend battle lines for 5.
Nice.
And then cleanse for 3, because I've only done it on 1 objective. Cool.
Very nice.
Very good.
That's the scores. So again, right. Oh, actually, sorry. So end of round 3. I'll grab your gambit decks.
Ooh, gambit time.
People might not know how to do gambits, so let's actually talk through how you do them. So you pick up your gambit deck.
Yeah.
You then
You discard.
remove the Proceeder's Plan card.
Yeah.
Then the other 3 cards, you shuffle them and randomly discard 1. So pick one
of mine. I'll pick one of yours. I'm going to go for the middle for diddle.
Okay.
And then
that one goes
pick
back
up
in,
your
doesn't it?
Proceeder's Plan.
Yep.
And now you pick one of those cards, you put down, face down, and then you reveal them.
Or you pick one, you're allowed to look at it?
Yeah, so you either pick Proceeder's Plan or
pick one of the others. Yeah. So I'll let you have a little read.
Yeah, let's have a little read and we'll come back.
Okay, so you go through. Let's reveal the cards.
Both gambit
gambited.
So you're going to leg it to the corners,
okay,
and I'm going to leg it to the middle.
I don't need to run anywhere, mate. I've got spore mines.
What's your gambit, Paddy?
So my gambit is orbital strike coordinates. So at the end of the 5th battle round, if 1 or more units from my army that are not battle shocked are wholly within 9 inches of the corner of the battlefield, so 9 inches from these corners, and those units are not within your deployment zone, I roll 2d6. I add 1 to the result for every corner of the battlefield that has 1 or more units wholly within 9 of it, not within engagement range. If I roll a 12 or more, the gambit is complete. So essentially, I'll need to roll a 9 or more on 2d6 if I have all 3 corners. I can't do it in my own.
And your spores can count as a unit? Okay. Currently. That has to change. It has to change.
Okay. And then what have you gone for?
So I've gone for the emergency evacuation just because. So the evacuation target is equal to half the number of units from your army. And I currently have 4. So my evacuation will be 2. And then at the end of my 5th turn, roll 1d6 for each unit in your army that is wholly within 6 of the center. Subtract 1 from the result if it's battle shocked. On a 4-up, that unit is evacuated. And if the number of your units that are marked for evacuation is greater than or equal to your evacuation target, it's 30 VP. So I need to evacuate 2 of my knights by the end of turn 5.
Okay. Cool.
I'm just going to swarm that middle objective.
Let's know in the comments, what would you have done in round 3 here? Gambit, proceed, or gambit, proceeds? Cool. We'll come back in round 4 for Chaos Knights.
Okay, so now we've got engage on all fronts. That's not great, is it? And if you've got battle shocked units, it's not good either. Bring it down. Oh dear. I've not been very lucky with cards, I don't think.
You kill a
I
Harridan.
don't think I can get to your exocrine.
Because the only way you can see him is if you're about here.
Yeah, and I don't think I'm going to be able to... I don't know if I've got enough to kill Harridan.
I was taking a breath.
Take a
Yeah.
break, just in case he gets fallen over.
I might have to spend a CP to get rid of one here. And I think it's going to have to be... So engage is how many quarters, sorry? 3 quarters?
3 quarters. At least 3 for some points. 3 inches from another table quarter.
4 VP if you have qualifying units in 4 different table quarters, or 2 if it's in 3. So that'd be 3 VP for tactical. So I've got 1. I could yeet him over and get 2, 3, but then that's running away from what I want to do by the end of turn 5.
As long as you're in range of them by the end of turn 5.
Probably within 3. So I think bring it down's got to go. So I'm going to burn.
What's the game new orders?
Assassination.
Your character. 1 character left on the field.
This guy? Is he a character?
Oh, 2. I forgot about him. So 2.
Oh yeah. And he's targetable.
Yeah, he is targetable.
Not bad draw.
Yeah. I think that's where the big knight's going to have to go.
Right. Rest of the command phase. Do we have any battle shocks to do?
Yes, I've got 2 battle shocks. But, so I'll roll, yeah, this guy here.
Oh yes.
So I'll roll him first. He's within this guy, so he gets +1, so it'll be a 6. And I fail. So, battle shock. Battle shock again. And I failed that as well. Well.
Terrible.
Have you ever seen anybody roll this bad? Like, oh dear.
Son, look how I felt last game.
I stopped playing Blood Angels because I couldn't make 9-inch charges. Okay, it is what it is. At least I don't need to hold objectives.
So these are big battle shocks, yeah?
Both battle shocked.
So what does that mean for engage, Jamie?
It means they can't score it. And it also means that I can't use a CP to walk through the scenery.
Have you got command points?
2.
You could spend 1 to auto pass a failed battle shock.
I would if you want to score points to engage.
Yeah, yeah, okay. We will automatically pass.
Guy behind the wall.
Yeah, this guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not battle shock now, yeah?
No.
Cool.
And then I think I'm going to have to spend my last CP to walk through that wall at the top there.
Awesome. So we'll come back in movements.
Yeah.
Hey, movements.
Right. Gosh, I'm so unlucky, aren't I? Right, so what we've done, like my brain is scrambled after this. So engage on all fronts. This guy has walked through the scenery for 1 CP. Brilliant. Knights of Shade, I think it's called, and he's advanced. So he's in this table quarter. This one, it can't do nothing. So I think I fucked up here, haven't I? Because I needed to be within 3 table quarters.
Well, you could see if you get an advance on the other knight that's in the middle there to see if you can get into 4.
Yeah, he's going to have to. So he's going to advance that way.
Yeah, what you want to have done.
He was over here, wasn't he?
Yeah, you probably would have wanted to
come back
switch
then.
them.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. So realised I'd messed up because I needed 3 for engage on all fronts. So we just switched the battle shock, which was really good of Paddy. And I wouldn't have to auto pass this one. So he's now able to be in 3 table quarters. So the intention here is to just shoot everything at Harridan from this guy and then shoot everything he's got into the character for assassination. But I'll shoot him first because, well, it doesn't matter because I can't see with the other one. So that'll be it.
So I'm not going to bother spending the CP on 5 up on pains with 36 shots.
This is, yeah, the spoiler going into your prime. So 6, 10,
Let's do 1 volley.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18 shots hitting on 3s. And
toughness 6.
Strength 6. 4s. Might take both volleys. 5.
Oh no, toughness 5. My apologies.
Just take 5. I'll have to send the other volley in. -2.
-2, so 5 ups.
2 each.
2 each dice. 10 wounds.
Cool. It's assassination.
So then everything else is going to go into Harridan. Any strats? Don't really need it, do you? I've got 2 melters hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s.
Might as well do 6 up turn of pains.
Yeah.
Because
So
it's not within synapse.
we'll do the melters first. Hitting on 2s, both hit. Strength 12. So 3s.
Nice.
Ooh.
And 1.
Nope. 4. Okay. 12. 2s. Re-rolling 1s. These are strength 6, so 5s to wound.
5s, yep.
2, 3, 4, 5.
5
minus 2, because you're the closest eligible.
Shooting from where?
This is from him.
From him, so I'll get cover. So, damage.
1 each.
1 each, so 6 ups. 6, 3.
Havocs. 2 shots. I can see you, so both hit and no wounds.
No wounds, so it's currently down to 25 wounds.
This guy is going to be 4, 8, 12 shots again. Hitting on 2s. Is he in range? He's in range. Re-rolling the 1. Strength 6. So 5s, yeah?
5.
1, 2, 3, 4. I make that.
4 minus
2.
Minus 2, so 5 ups.
Minus 1 actually, because he is a stalker. Havocs. Oh, sorry.
Damage.
1.
Takes it.
2 shots from the Havocs. I can see you. Oh, re-rolling the 1. So that one doesn't hit. And then 5s to wound. Wounded and wounded. That is all my shooting because he is advanced. So there won't be any charges. So that's it. Yeah.
Cool. So end of your turn. What are we scoring?
I'll get 3 for engaging all fronts.
Yep.
And 5 for assassinate.
Nice. Cool. So that's the end of 12 Knights, turn 4, into Tyranids, turn 4. Okay, so Tyranids.
Indeed. So, primary, because
Gambits.
Gambits. Let's see what we get. Capture enemy outpost. Secure no man's land. So, capture enemy outpost is that one. I physically won't be able to get that one, so I am actually going to spend my 1 CP once per game. Discard it. Or no. Bring it down. Secure no man's land. So at the end of my turn, if I control 2 or more objective markers in no man's land, for this secondary, I score 5. If I only score 1, I score 2 points.
Okay.
Cool. Nice. Anything else in command phase?
Just giving stuff synapse. So synapse on this dude, and synapse on that dude, I suppose, and then Harridan will have to take a battle shock. So 8 are over, so fails. So Harridan is battle shock.
Cool. Come back to movements.
Okay, so movement. Harridan moved down here and turned. He's off his base currently, just because the model can't really sit there. Neurotyrant has moved out, just so you can see this dude. He's moved out here, so then he can claim line of sight to these guys. These guys are just shimmied round. Main reason I just shimmied is because I attempted an advance with my Neuro Gaunt. I needed a 5 just to touch that objective. If I got it, I CP re-rolled it as well, but I failed. So therefore the Gargoyle stayed there. If not, they would have gone over here for Secure No Man's Land. So I'm only going to get the 2 points on Secure No Man's Land, which is not a problem. Now, start getting my Bring It Down. So, first things first, let's kick it off with him. He's going to shoot into this dude.
Yep.
So he gets...
He's quite strong, isn't he?
Flamer.
Like a psychic flamer or something.
Yeah. So, 2d6 shots.
So also it's
Neurotyrant. So you get 6 shots. 2, 4, 6. So he also hits. He's torrent. Strength 5. So I'm moving you on 6s. Which I get 2 off.
Okay.
So that's 2 at -1 and 2 damage.
4s.
Nice. So he takes 4.
Still don't make any saves.
He goes down to 7.
There's some vinegar we chipped.
Honestly. Just don't make saves.
Let's go with the Exocrine into Big Boy. So 3 shots plus another 3. So I moved, so I'm hitting on 3s. So it's 1 lethal, and then 5s, another 2, so that's 3 at -3 and flat 3.
Okay.
Nice.
Takes 9.
That's 9. What, I forgot to move my spore mines.
Did you want to move them?
Not really going to make a difference because we can't hold an objective. So I'm just going to advance them that way. So
Mhm.
first one is 1, second one is 1. So
Oh, worth noting as well, you paid the CP to auto pass the battle shot with Harridan. Because it would have made him -1 to hit from turn 3 onwards against knights.
So that's him shot. Next we have fireballs. So let's just get 2 spore mines down. 1 there, 1 over here. And my third one is just going to shoot. He's going to shoot this dude. So how many shots? He gets 3 shots. And then force to hit. So 2 saves at -2. So 1 goes through.
Yep.
2 goes down to 5. Okie dokie. So Harridan is going to take, or does he take D3 wounds? He does. How many wounds does he take? Takes 2. Goes down to 22 wounds. This is for +1 to wound. So he's going to target the first batch. This dude.
Yep.
Really chuck into this guy. I don't want him charging my stuff over there. So this dude first. So 6 plus 2d6.
Any straps from you?
No, I think I'm dead either way from this sort of firepower.
So 12 shots into him. Hitting on 3s. No lethals. I am wounding on 3s. Using my +1 to wound. So that is 3, 6, 7
I'll roll
saves.
those if you like.
-3, 3 damage.
Oh!
He's still going to take 9.
Oh,
Sweet.
how many wounds has he got?
Does he explode?
He's got exactly
He's
9.
got 5 left.
Oh, who's this? Oh, that guy.
guy,
Yeah, he's definitely dead. Okay.
Then Harridan into Big Boy. Getting 10 extra shots. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 plus 2, 2, 4, 6. These are rerolling 1s.
Mm-hmm.
Just get the 2s out. They're useless to me. Some 6s because they're valuable. 1s. And I'm wounding you normally on 5s, but +1 to wound, so
Sure. Should be enough.
So it's 6 saves, -3, flat 3.
Yeah, it's enough.
So 12. Sweet. So it doesn't bring it down. Cool. Awesome. So that is the end of my turn.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I score 2 for No Man's Land.
Yeah.
And I score 5 for Bring It Down.
Nice.
So 7 for me.
Cool.
So we'll come back with Chaos Knights.
Mm.
Chaos Knights, turn 5.
Yeah,
Seems very happy.
the end is nigh. I'm not going to make it to the bottom of turn 5, I don't think.
Command points.
Yeah, gained a command point.
Cards.
So I've got no prisoners.
Kill unit.
Yeah. And then overwhelming force.
Kill something on objectives.
So gargoyles or neurobots.
So if you kill gargoyles on objective, you get a lot of points.
He also wants to be on the objective.
I need to be within 6 inches of the center. Yeah. I mean, I might be able to.
It's not bad cards. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to keep them. And I'm also going to do my battle shock in the middle
No
there.
mind as well, no prisoners. All minds. Havocs kills.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so 2 kill havocs.
So how much can you score on no prisoners?
5 points.
2 VP for each one. Is that right?
Yeah.
To a maximum of 5. Okay.
Use the small minds against him.
Yeah. Battle shock. He's
You're
passed.
good. You passed battle shock, Jamie.
Finally.
You passed 50% of your battle shocks.
15. I reckon it was lower than that. I think I battle shocked about 10 10 times.
Anything else to do in your command phase?
No, nothing in my command phase.
Okay. Happy with cards?
Yeah, they'll be all right.
Go into movement. Okay, so in movement phase, both knights move towards the centre.
Yeah.
And what have we done?
So they both had to stay within 6 inches,
Mhm.
but the one that's closest to the Harridan will get overwatch. So they're both going into him. So 12, 13, 14, 15 plus the 12.
You still got the +1 to wound?
I will be doing the +1 to wound. It doesn't say select
Cool.
shoot in the shooting phase.
Yeah, cool.
So he takes the 1.
You've done +1 to wound with Harridan.
Yeah, I've given my Diabolic Bulwark for a 4-up.
Shots.
6s.
However,
I didn't actually.
it's
get the
not
+1,
going to save
because It's only
me.
going to be 6s to hits, anyways. I don't roll to wound. So 2, 4, 6, 8 saves.
8 4-ups. How many wounds that knight got?
12.
Oh.
I need over 50% here from technically 50% rolls. Oh, that's exactly 4.
Exactly what he needs. And you don't have a CP.
What did I spend my CP on?
He's going to have to move through the
Yeah, I moved through the wall. So yeah, he's dead.
Oh dear.
Does he explode?
No.
No.
That was the guy at the back, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Well, that's how strong Overwatch is.
Can be.
With the right unit.
You have a lot of shots.
So then, I think what he's going to do then is put some Havocs into that single spore mine at the back.
Your recommendation, shoot that spore mine, because you can see it.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, I hadn't looked. Well, I'll do that first then. And then everything else is going into those gargoyles.
The Havoc and all the other guns.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
So Havoc, 5 shots. I can see you. And then strength 5, so 2. Is it 3s or 2s to wound?
2.
Cool.
So 1 dead.
And then 5, 10. Gatling shots. Hitting on. Yeah, he is a brigand. Hitting on 2s. Strength 6.
2s.
So 3, 6, 7 at -2.
-2, I'd still get 6 up armors.
Go for it.
Oh no, I won't. -2.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
So kill 7, and then 2 melters.
Yep.
Hitting on 2s. Winning on 2s. Still low.
Nice.
Oh,
38 down.
Effective.
yeah, that is the end of my turn. So no prisoners, I will get 4 points.
Yeah, 2 units.
And overwhelming force.
So a unit on objective.
Yes, I think that's 3. 3 points.
Double check as I put on the app on the screen so you can see the scores. And that is the end of Chaos Knights turn 5. So with your gambit, that's the end of the game, yeah?
Yeah, but sadly I can't score it because I needed to have half of my my starting models. I'm not sure. I don't think so.
Yeah, but we'll come back with Tyranids. Last turn next. Okay, Tyranids turn 5. Could be close here.
Could be. So, defend stronghold.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
And investigation. Oh, okay.
Okay. Oh, Nixon one.
Okay.
Job done.
Okay. Cool. So, movement. Harridan moves to 20.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And what was that one? That's one where we're going to do it in
Scan the corners. So,
yeah.
Scan.
Broken.
Pop
More
one
broken.
down. Scan in every corner.
How many people are you going to see playing Tyranids after this?
Go and find your
Maybe not with Harridan, but...
So, there's no shooting or anything. So, that is the end of that.
So, you score.
So, I score
5.
5 for that.
Mhm.
And 5 on defend. End the game.
3.
5 big. That's cool.
It's like you press pause.
Yeah. So, if you control one or more objective markers in your own point zone, you just score 3.
Right.
Cool.
That's all. That's cool.
Yeah. It's just full stop.
Cool.
So,
we score those.
I'll score 8 for them.
So we'll just put the scores on the screen currently. Okay, so current scores, as you see, plays ahead by 2 points. But we have gambits.
We do.
Jamie's is very confusing.
Very confusing. And I wouldn't have picked it if I'd read it
You think we
properly.
figured it out?
You think? If you do this wrong, comment down below.
Yes, please do.
Doing it how
Please do.
you think it is. I don't feel us struggling. So who are we going to do first?
I think we should do yours.
You reckon you should do mine?
I think you should do yours first because you're already ahead by 2.
So if you
fail,
so if I get it, we don't get the rule wrong because then Jamie doesn't need to roll.
Yeah. Shall I roll mine?
Let's roll yours first.
Right. So what we were saying is, at the end of battle, I have one unit that's in the middle that's trying to evacuate.
Yeah.
But because the amount is less than 4, you increase the amount of dice that you have to roll 4-ups to 4.
Yeah, fine.
So we reckon that it's 4 dice, and I have to roll 4 4-ups. And if you've been watching the whole game, I'll be lucky if I get 1.
They're on 4 dice.
And we're going to slow roll them as well. And that's the end of that then.
That's the end of that.
Thanks for watching, people. Cheers and gone.
Roll the other one. Roll the other ones.
Oh, didn't put me through this.
We are going to put you through it.
Can I CP one?
CPR.
Oh, you must have.
Okay.
Okay. And then so
So,
yours?
I need to roll 12 on 2 dice, and then I add 1 to the result for each unit I've got that is not in my deployment zone and within 9 of a corner of the battlefield. Roll 9 or more.
No, it does not.
Oh, lost by 2.
So that is it. And it's a 2-point victory to the play around it.
Well done.
Good game, brother.
So the guys will come back to the end game chat.
Okay, so that's the end of the game. Yeah. Harridan, he made his point back.
What do you reckon? 1,200 points, maybe?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah.
About that.
It was difficult to defend against him because I needed to focus my fire elsewhere.
Yeah.
And I think it's almost a bit of a trap, knowing that he's OC 0. You know he can't nick an objective from you.
Yeah.
But weight of shots, really, really difficult to deal with.
Yeah, it is definitely point and click and just picks up models. The rest of the army for me, I don't know, I've got to play some more games with it yet, but I like the list because it looks cool. I think I need some more just get out and hold objectives side of things, but again, it will come with games. What about your list? You happy with your list?
I still haven't quite settled on the composition of my big knights yet.
We were talking about, I think the guy with the twin gatlings, I think you should bump that
I
up
should
to twin battle cannons.
probably put the battle cannons on him with the because I think it's 72-inch range, and then within 36 he gets rapid fire on them.
Yeah.
Strength 8, I think. So, or strength 10 even. Yeah.
10 minus 1, 3 damage.
Yeah, it could be the way to go. A lot of the chatter says the abominants and auto take. I'm probably
the charge you did?
This is the Psycho Knight, the old Psycho Knight. And I think I'm just giving him away too cheaply. I kind of want to get him into the fight. He is a blender in combat, and he can force those battle shocks in the fight phase. But I don't know. I think probably my positioning with him, I'm not using him as effectively as I should be using him. I'm happy with how the little knights are. They're just running about, doing their own little thing, really well. Hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s around the big knight. But yeah, I think I'm going to try running 3 big knights. I would like a tyrant, but I just don't have one at the moment. But it's worth saying as well, like we were talking about this just off camera, that playing the glass hammer sort of terrain, it really does not nullify, but it takes out a lot of the unfairness with the towering aspect. So I would say that, you know, my knights didn't have the big knights didn't have an awful lot of targets because we were playing it fairly, that the bottom level was no line of sight. And I think, you know, it's fair, isn't it? Yeah. You know, I don't want to turn up at a table and know that if I get first turn, my opponent's tabled by the end of turn 2 at best. And that's not fun. It's not fun to play those sort of
No.
games. So yeah, you know, I mean, if you're seeing these sort of games for the first time and you're playing like fun games, just try and set your terrain board up in a way that that you talk it through with your opponent. Yeah, let's have a good game, because ultimately this was a good game.
Yeah.
You know, we both had a high amount of shooting. We both had a high amount of damage. I think the MVPs for my army was probably the Havocs. The Havocs just plinked off so many gargoyles. So yeah, just fun. Gambits. I'm scratching my head over Gambits. Like, I still don't know whether we scored that correctly at the end. So
I don't think they're there to allow you to win a game, but they're definitely there to like get the points on the board in order to, so it's not going to be a massive loss.
Yeah.
I think the times that I've used Gambits, I've used Gambit in this game, obviously. It would have made a difference in the fact that if you had passed your Gambit, then you would have won that game. But then my other 2 times I've used it, once I used it and it just would have ended up being a 2-point loss. And the other time that I used it, it would have just allowed me to get 60 points on the board as opposed to like 30 points or whatever it was that I got. So it's only there really to just get additional points on the board. I don't think it's there to like get you the win.
Yeah, because I think we discussed if I probably picked the wrong Gambit, the fact that I needed to get my knights within 6 inches of the centre.
I personally think you should.
I should have played on.
You should have played on.
I already had a sticky home objective. I was going to make the top corner sticky, so I could have arguably scored 30 by the end of the game anyway. But yeah, it was a fun game. Yeah. We lasted right to the end of the turns.
We did,
which was always great. Yeah, it's good. That's two really different lists you brought into my nights now.
Yeah, well, it's the joys of me with my model pool is I can pretty much bring anything that the Tyranids have to offer. And I've got a load of different variants of the way that I can play. I mean, like, I've got 13 different high tyrants. I've got different Carnifex builds. I've got bar 2 models. So I've got one of every data slate, which is the Hierophant and the Side Tyradule I don't have. But I've got one of every data slate. So I can play whichever data slates I want to, really. So at the minute, I'm still just toying around with things. I do like the Harridan. The Harridan is one of my favourite models.
Great model.
Plus, as well, it's just a nice,
and you just don't see him in many bat reps. It's really great to put them on the table.
So he poked up in a couple of like tournament reports and stuff, like during Crusher Stampede. But it's just a cool model.
I am a bit sad about the Knights. I think I've been playing the Knights for probably the best part of a year now, and losing the Dread table was a big deal. I think it was quite nice to sort of go through your turns and, how do I want to play? Do I want the extra morale and stuff like that? But now they've taken so much away and just basically given us a battle shock, which I have personally found to be useless in every game I've played so far. And I am battle shocking myself left, right, and centre.
On Tyranids, though, my battle shock has worked really well in all but one of my games. And that was against Chaos Demons. So Tyranid players out there, don't do Shadow in the Warp against demons, because all they're going to do is kill their units.
So good though, just like really, a clutch point in a game, take a battle shock on everything. That could be the difference between having a 15 primary and nothing.
Every single game, it's been the difference between me holding more or like just denying you primary in general.
Really, really strong.
It's really good. Before I was like, oh, is that all we got? And now I'm like, actually, no. Battle Shock is actually a thing. Neuro Tyrant is a must because of that. Just the -1. So good.
Yep.
So, yeah, I mean, like, MVP obviously is Harridan. He did his work. Spore Mines, they do need to be nerfed, which is unfortunate. And if they do get nerfed, I don't know what. Well, we're just going to struggle, I think, on secondaries again. Like, we would be forced to having to take units that we wouldn't normally look at in multiples. Things like using lictors, literally just put them into reserve and then bring them on a table edge because they can't deep strike. Or like the other thing you could say, oh yeah, like Raveners. Raveners quite good. They're the same points as a lictor, so yeah, you could switch them out and take Raveners, Gargoyles as well. But the problem is with Gargoyles, they take up quite a large footprint.
They do, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, like secondaries in that aspect could be a bit difficult. But
your Leapers struggled against the Knights. I was expecting a bit more from them.
I actually thought the Leapers were going to pick up that little Knight.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but you know, you ain't going to know until you try things. I am going to want to take probably 2 squads of 6 Leapers, because you go into like a different army and you just sit next to an objective and go, yeah, if you want this objective, I'm going to be heroic.
Fight first.
Fight first.
So strong.
-1, 1 damage. It's just what the fuck.
Love it. Anything fight first, great.
So yeah, I mean, like that's the armies. That's how they perform in this game.
Yeah.
So really, it's just down to the odds and sods now. So tournament wise, we've got a tournament coming up in July. So July the 16th, I think it is. We've got like 4 or 5 spaces left in that one. Then we've got another one there in August on the 6th. We've got plenty of spaces left for that one, and then we've got our 2-dayer in September, and again we've got a few spaces left on that one, and that one will pop up on BCP in the next week or so as this one's dropped. So yeah, so we got plenty. Thank you again for Glasshammer for doing us the deal on the terrain.
That's great terrain. It really is.
You know, it's perfect for what we use it for, essentially. For back
and
reps.
we can adjust it to the GW model if we want to
try
try
it
it out.
We
it's
could
handy.
just go, yeah, we'll just get a load of the like perspex sheets, cut them up to how we want them, and then play them like that. We might need to get a couple of other little odds and sods, like make some walls or whatever.
Yeah, it'd be handy for some tournament.
You know, it's quite easy to do. Yeah, so that's us. Thank you again, Jamie.
Yeah, thanks for the game.
Pleasure again.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, and thanks again for Martin for hosting us as always. So that's it for me.
And from me.
Yeah.
Cheers and con.